अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मैं हूँ रिदा सैफी। नाजरीन, आज का प्रोग्राम आप देख रहे हैं कि बैकग्राउंड चेंज अगेन। आज का प्रोग्राम मैं कर रही हूँ अपने एक देरीना दोस्ताना ताल्लुकात के साथ। हमारा जो अहम मुल्क है, ब्रादर कंट्री जिसको कहा जाता है, और ऐसा मुल्क जिसने हमेशा पाकिस्तान का साथ दिया और पाकिस्तान ने भी हमेशा उनका साथ दिया। आज का जो प्रोग्राम है बड़ा ख़ास प्रोग्राम है, वो इसलिए भी कि आप लोगों के लिए ये इसलिए इम्पोर्टेंट प्रोग्राम होगा कि इस वक्त जो पाकिस्तान के अंदर सैलाब की तबाहकारियाँ आई हैं, उसके बाद से जो ममालिक पाकिस्तान के साथ शाना बशाना खड़े हुए हैं और जो ममालिक सबसे पहले पाकिस्तान के लिए आगे बढ़कर इन फ्लड रिलीफ एक्टिविटीज़ में काम कर रहे हैं, उनमें पहले नंबर पर शुमार होता है। जी हाँ, मैं किसी और मुल्क की बात नहीं कर रही, मैं तुर्की की बात कर रही हूँ। और ऐसा मुल्क जिसने हमेशा हमारा साथ दिया, और आप हमेशा देखते हैं कि मैं इस हवाले से बहुत ज़्यादा जो अपने प्रोग्राम में जिक्र भी करती रही हूँ। आज हमारे साथ इंतहाई अहम शख्सियत होंगे। आज हम बात करेंगे कौंसल जनरल हैं तुर्की के जमाल सांगू, उनके साथ इंटरव्यू, खुसूसी इंटरव्यू है, और उनसे बात करेंगे पाकिस्तान और तुर्की के माबैन जो ताल्लुकात है उसके ऊपर भी, और जो रिलीफ का अभी तक काम हुआ है फ्लड्स के हवाले से वो क्या क्या हुआ है उसके ऊपर भी बात करेंगे। सो थैंक यू सो वेरी मच फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस एंड गिविंग अस योर प्रीशियस टाइम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम हिज एक्सीलेंसी जमाल सांगू, एंड थैंक यू सो वेरी मच फॉर योर वैल्यूएबल टाइम।
Alaikum salam. Thanks for coming. It's a pleasure having you here, hosting you here at our consulate.
First of all, as on the behalf of our whole nation, on the behalf of whole Pakistan, we are really thankful and grateful to you that Turkey has always been with us in difficult times, and Turkey was always the first country who ever came up for Pakistan, especially in this relief goods as well, in relief activities, which has been devastative. Destruction has been come up in the cause of floods and this catastrophe which has happened recently in Pakistan. Almost more than the 30 million people are out of their homes, and they don't have eventually the basic needs which have been gone until the result of this catastrophe. You were very much active, I've seen personally as well, and you were taking a very great initiatives we've seen. So how do you see that this catastrophe, first of all, what comment you can do on it, and plus how much relief has been done from the Turkey side? And as we have seen that the Turkey has provided the aids initially when this all has been happened, and is still standing with us in this difficult time of their brother country.
Yeah, unfortunately, our brotherly Pakistan has a devastating flood disaster all over Sindh and Balochistan and KPK as well. So from the first day, our Red Crescent Society was on the field everywhere in Sindh and in Balochistan, in cooperation with the Pakistan Red Crescent Society. The third day of the flood, the Turkish Relief and Disaster Management Authority took the action, and then they sent two relief aircrafts full of relief goods. What is relief goods? Tents, blankets, food items, hygienic items, and also pillows, and also some sanitary items. So then we received almost every day a plane from Ankara. Then we saw that the flood disaster is so grave, and then with a plane we can bring only 40 tons of relief materials. So Turkish government decided to send the trains to send the relief materials, and our two Minister of Interior and Minister of Climate Change and Housing and Environment, they came personally to Pakistan, and then they went on the field, on the ground, and then they went to the flood affected area. They saw with their eyes how massive disaster, there is the great catastrophe. And then also we had the people from specialized organizations, from NGOs, also from the people from the Ministry of Health, from public health, they went also on the field. They saw that there is a huge need of medicine as well. So they report, and we received 2 aircrafts full of medicine. And also we have in Turkey almost more than 90,000 mosques. So in these mosques on Friday praise, all Turkish people in Turkey as well as abroad, they prayed for Pakistan, and also they collected aids. Then the Turkish government decided they sent an instruction. We have 81 provinces in Turkey, and every province made a competition collecting the aids. And
that's the true spread.
Yes, exactly. Now everybody in Turkey is in alert, collecting the aids for our Pakistani brothers and sisters. So they sent until now 8 trains. What brings the 8 trains? Each train at least 500 tons of relief materials. So in this, again, like in aircrafts, they brought thousands of tents, thousands of blankets, thousands of boxes of food, sanitary, hygienic items, and also mosquito nets, fresh water, drinking water, and also we saw that there is a shortage of onion. For instance, they sent 135 tons of onion for our brothers and sisters here.
Yeah.
And so not only the Turkish Relief and Disaster Management Authority, our NGOs, they are here as well. So they are all on the field with their partners in Pakistan. What are these partners? For instance, the Beitul Salam, NGO World, Al Hikmat, they are their partners in Pakistan. So they are doing 8 operations everywhere where there is a flood. So we receive almost every day another NGO coming saying that we are here to provide help, distributing relief materials to our brothers and sisters here. As now, I personally went several relief camps as well in town. Those relief affectees, they are victims in schools. So I went there and then visited these places, and I saw their conditions. And then our media like you, they came all the way from Ankara, from Istanbul, TRT World, and then we have Habertürk or NTV or other news channels. They came and they covered the situation here and then reported all over the world, of course, to the Turkish public as well. So TRT World is broadcasting all over the world. So they broadcasted in English, so they created the awareness to how big the disaster is here in Pakistan.
Yeah, you're right, and I really appreciate these all efforts which have been taken by Turkey and Turkish different institutions and other people. So, Excellency, as you had seen, you've also visited on the ground and on the field. Yes. You have seen by yourself that how massive destruction it is. It has been occurred due to the result of this catastrophe, unfortunately. So, having said that, by watching that, what message you want to give to the whole international community and the whole world? What appeal you do with them in this regard, that how you can say that painful this situation is which has been occurred in Pakistan, and how come they can can come up with their efforts or with their, support in favor of Pakistan?
Yeah, so as I said before, this disaster is so huge. Pakistan cannot cope itself alone. So that's why we are here. We cannot leave our brotherly Pakistan alone. So with all institutions, public or private institutions, we are with Pakistani brothers and sisters. And also I would like to call on the international communities to help Pakistan, also international organizations. You know, those 8 organizations, they should come and see with their eyes and then provide help those people affected by the flood disaster. And also all the international financial institutions, they should provide some credit, some donations to Pakistan, of course. So maybe the World Bank, Asia Development Bank, EU, United Nations, FAO, World Food Program, you name them, whatever, so they should show their solidarity with Pakistan, of course. And then we have a huge diaspora, Turkish diaspora abroad. We receive every day many calls, and then they are asking what you need over there. So they are collecting also aids, and then they are trying to send through NGOs wherever they live.
Right, right. Excellency, as you've seen that global warming, we are seeing that global warming has been considered as the main reason of changing the weather conditions in the whole world. And recently, as we have seen, the Secretary General of United Nations has also came here in Pakistan, and he also highlighted this issue that the whole world has to look into it very seriously.
That's true.
Due to this all changes, the different countries like Pakistan facing the severe consequences of it, despite that we are not been the part of that all which has been happening or being the reason for global warming. So how do you see it how Turkey see all this the weather changes which has been coming up due to this result of global warming, and how Turkey is playing their role to diminish the hazardous gases as well?
Yeah, actually, not only Pakistan, the whole world is facing a great danger because of climate change.
Yeah.
And then Pakistan, of course, affected a lot. Just the flood disaster, just an example. So for what we do in Turkey, there was an international Paris Treaty. So we signed that treaty, and then our parliament has already approved. So we are going to do on our responsibility whatever is possible, and the developing countries, developed countries, they should also take grave action, immediate action to stop the global warming and then the climate change as well.
Yeah,
sure.
Right. As far as we are talking on different issues as well today with the Excellency, for taking this benefit for talking with him, I wanted to continue to highlight some more things and to discuss few more things with you. I just wanted to talk about the Islamophobia as well. As you know that the whole Muslim the whole Muslim community in the whole world facing the Islamophobia, and the Turkey and Pakistan have also realized that the growing Islamophobia causes and consequences. What do you think to work further in this regard?
Yeah, Turkey is working with Pakistan in Islamophobia. This is a very dangerous development. In fact, after the 9/11, all the world community, they just in favor of Islamophobia, I think, particularly in the Western world. So we have to work very hard as a Muslim country, and then whole Muslim world should work together against Islamophobia. This is not a good development in the world, I guess.
राइट नाज़रीन, गुफ्तगू का सिलसिला जारी है। यहाँ पर गुफ्तगू हम कर रहे हैं, हमारे साथ जमाल सांगू हिज एक्सेलेंसी ऑफ कौंसल जनरल ऑफ टर्की हमारे साथ मौजूद है यहाँ पे, और बहुत अहम इशूज़ के ऊपर आज हम बात कर रहे हैं। प्रोग्राम स्टूडियो से नहीं है, तो यहाँ पे मुझे चूँकि एक ब्रेक का कहा जा रहा है बहुत देर से प्रोड्यूसर साहब की तरफ से, तो आई एम गोइंग फॉर अ शॉर्ट कमर्शियल ब्रेक। आपने कहीं नहीं जाना, स्टे ट्यून्ड। वेलकम बैक नाजरीन। आज इंतहाई अहम शख्सियत हमारे साथ यहाँ पे मौजूद है, कौंसल जनरल ऑफ टर्की कराची के अंदर जमाल सांगू, हिज एक्सेलेंसी जमाल सांगू, और वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द बायलैटरल एंड द बायलैटरल टर्म्स एंड द रिलेशंस बिटवीन पाकिस्तान एंड टर्की, एंड स्पेशली इन द टर्म्स ऑफ रीसेंट एक्टिविटीज व्हिच हैज बीन डन, लाइक जो रिलीफ एक्टिविटीज हुई हैं पाकिस्तान के अंदर टर्की की तरफ से, उस हवाले से भी बात करें। लेकिन मोर ओवर आगे भी हम बात करेंगे थोड़ी टर्की के हवाले से। आप देखते रहे मेरे प्रोग्राम्स में पहले भी दैट आई हैव कवर्ड सो many assignments regarding the Turkey since 2018, and we have a joint collaboration on and off with the Turkish government as well, and you've seen so many programs of mine on the Turkey's activities and their political, either it belongs from the political or anything. So we're talking about the Turkey's and Pakistan's relations as well. So Excellency, what would be Turkey's main aims by 2023, as 2023 has been considering more important for Turkey as well.
True.
So many things actually coming up, and the Lausanne agreement is also getting aside, and it's also getting completed. So there are a lot of things. What are the aims Turkey is going to do, and what are the things you are looking for in the future for Turkey?
Yeah, next year is going to be the 100th year of independence of the Republic of Turkey. We have so many exciting programs. So what are these exciting programs? We are going to send our 100% homemade satellite in the sky.
Oh.
Yes. And then we are going to produce our 100%, almost 100% domestic product, electrical car.
Wow.
So we are going to produce our nuclear energy. So we are building a nuclear power station in Turkey. And also we are going to, now we found a huge reserve of natural gas in Black Sea region. So we are going to introduce our own natural gas to our factories, to our houses. So these are the some of the, and then we are going to open the largest hydraulic power station as well in 2023.
Okay.
So there is going to be huge celebrations all over the country.
All right. So these are the great aims which you are taking up for 2023, and wish you very good luck for it as well.
Thank you.
Coming along about industry of entertainment, as we have recently seen that Ertugrul Ghazi has hit across the whole world, and after the success of the world-renowned this Turkish drama, Salahuddin Ayyubi is also an upcoming Turkish television series produced by Turkish Akli Film and Pakistan's Ansari and Shah Films, which we know that the series is based on the life of Salahuddin, the founder of Ayyubiddin dynasty, Nazreen. So, Excellency, how do you see Pakistan and Turkish drama industry can achieve in the future like these co-ventures? And if you have few information about this drama, so you can share this as well with our audience.
Yeah, I have the pleasure to say that we are very happy collaborating with Pakistani film producers. So it's going to be a joint production, the Salahuddin Ayyubi drama. So they just recently made the gala in Istanbul. We are happy about that, and I think we should work more, and then we should do more in film industry as well. And we have the Turkish dramas here, the Ertugrul Ghazi, Kuruluş Osman, and so on. And then I see a lot of affection and love for those Turkish dramas. We are happy that. So we will be more than happy.
What potential you see in this industry further?
There is huge potential now. Our dramas now are screened all over the world, from South America to Europe, to Asia, and to Africa as well. This is we are really happy about that. So there is a bright future of it.
You think that's a bright future? Keeping this thing in the mind of this point of view, there's also a one side of this all industry, and which we can talk about, like watching these dramas, Turkish dramas like Ertugrul and this Sultan Abdul Hamid, and
yes.
based on Islamic history, as we know that this is these all dramas are very enriched with our Islamic history, and
also Turkish history as well.
Yes, exactly, Turkish history, and so it all very much enriched. So what kind of impact do you think it will have on the people, especially of Pakistan, and even in the whole world? Do you think it will have on the people of Pakistan a positive influence and impact on Pakistani people in long term? And do you think that our culture, like Turkish culture or Islamic culture, and this all together will give a good impact on the society and the Muslims and the other people as well in the whole world?
Yeah, of course, these dramas has a great impact on every societies. So in these dramas, the real cultural values are tackled. So by these dramas, the Pakistani brothers and sisters, they will learn more, and then they will find how many things we have in common. So there is a huge culture, huge history behind these dramas. So it has a great impact on world public, not only Muslims but Christians. They know that how rich, how
our
deep,
culture, our
how
religion,
profound
yes,
the culture and the history over there. Yes.
Yes, because we've seen that there are so many, taboos and stereo kind of a thinking which has been joined with Islam, with the culture of Muslims, unfortunately, in the whole world.
But it's not
after this
like that. So the film shows that it's not like that.
But after watching these dramas, people all over the 360 angle got changed their minds and got changed their perception and their ideology about the culture and the religion of Muslims, and now they are getting it that how we are very much peaceful, and how we are like kind of a very much brave kind of a people we are.
That's true. That's true. Of course, there is an as I said before, there is an behind that a richness in culture, profound history. So the perception is changed a lot in world public. So these kind of dramas help a lot to changing these people's perceptions and prejudgments.
You're right, you're right. So further we want to discuss more things. Excellency, as we know that we have seen so many kind of issues as well in the Muslim states, different Muslim states in the whole world as well. And we have seen that Turkish government has been very supportive about it as well. As if we talk about Palestine, the Turkish government has been always very supportive about Palestine, even after the meeting with the Israeli president. His Excellency Mr. Recep Tayyip Erdogan has said it categorically in the recent steps to normalize Ankara's ties with Israel will not weaken the country's support for Palestine in the conflict between the two sides. How do you see it?
Yeah, Turkey, just from the beginning, we have the very good bilateral relations with Israel and also the state of Palestine. So we for many years we had excellent relations both sides, but in the recently we just now improved our relations with Israel. So we are supporting the state of Palestine, the capital of East Jerusalem, and then we also recognize Israel as an independent state. So we our relation with Israel will affect positively on Palestine issue. We are always with their cause, with our Palestinian brothers.
All right. Moreover, similarly, we have also facing the issue since the Pakistan came into being, as you know, that about I'm talking about the occupied Kashmir. Territory of Kashmir. Turkey has always been loud supporter of Pakistan on occupied Jammu and Kashmir as well issue. How can we realize the world that Kashmir issue is one of the major causes of the unrest world as well?
Yeah, on Kashmir issue we are always with our Pakistani brothers and sisters, and then we are supporting the Kashmiri cause very strongly. We are always with Kashmiri brothers, sisters as well.
All right. So नाज़रीन गुफ्तगू का सिलसिला जारी है एंड हम बात कर रहे हैं हिज एक्सेलेंसी मिस्टर जमाल सांगो हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं और यकीनी तौर पे ये वो सारे इश्यूज हैं जिसके ऊपर हम हमेशा से बात करते आए और कर भी रहे हैं। यहाँ पे मुझे चूँकि एक ब्रेक का कहा जा रहा है जी, एक ब्रेक की तरफ मैंने फिर जाना है, तो एक ब्रेक की तरफ जाऊँगी, ब्रेक के बाद वापस आ रही हूँ। आपने लेकिन कहीं नहीं जाना। अगर आप चाहते हैं कि ये इन्फॉर्मेटिव प्रोग्राम आज का देखें तो आपने हमारे साथ रहना है, सो स्टे ट्यून। वेलकम बैक नाजरीन, और आज बात कर रहे हैं हम पाकिस्तान और टर्की के दरमियान माबैन जो एक अच्छे टर्म्स हैं, हमेशा से देरीना दोस्ताना ताल्लुकात हैं, उसके हवाले से बात हो रही है। और ये देरीना दोस्ताना ताल्लुकात हमेशा से पाकिस्तान और तुर्की के माबैन अच्छी कोई ना कोई पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट्स के तौर पर ही सामने आते हैं। और अभी भी जैसे कि हम देख रहे हैं कि टर्की पाकिस्तान के शाना बशाना खड़ा हुआ है इस मुश्किल वक्त में भी, जब हम एक ऐसे डिवास्टेटिव फेस से गुजर रहे हैं पूरे पाकिस्तान के अंदर जहां पर एक नेचुरल डिजास्टर ने हिट किया है पाकिस्तान को अनफॉर्चुनेटली। और चाहते तो मैं थी कि उसी के ऊपर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बात करूँ, कोशिश भी हमारी शुरू में ये रही कि हमने ज़्यादा से बात की, लेकिन जाहिर बात है चूँकि आज टेकिंग अ बेनिफिट ऑफ इट के जी हिज एक्सेलेंसी मिस्टर जमाल सांगो हमारे साथ मौजूद है कौंसल जनरल, तो हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि मज़ीद चीज़ों पर बात करना। पाकिस्तान और टर्की के दरमियान जो इकॉनमी के हवाले से भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें साइंड अप हो रही हैं, उस पर भी अब हम बात करेंगे। सो Excellency, I'm sure you're not getting dragged on or bored with this conversation.
No, it's a pleasure.
So, moving on, I just wanted to ask about few things now about the Pakistan-Turkish bilateral terms as we are having, especially in regarding of economy and other trade relations. Pakistan and Turkey has signed a preferential trade agreement as well,
yes,
which is called PTN, which is very
yes,
important.
That's
or we
right,
can say the trade and goods pact, allowing in a principle both countries greater access to each other's markets, of course. How would the countries and people of both brother countries can take benefits of this trade agreement within the next coming few years you are seeing? I would also like you to please comment on this question as well.
Sure, sure. As you said, just recently we signed the trade agreement.
Yeah.
So our bilateral trade is very low in comparison our potential. So we have a 220 million population here, and then we have 85 million population in Turkey. So, and then the trade volume is just a little bit more than $1 billion US. So this is much lower than our potential. So by signing this trade agreement, I think the trade between Turkey and Pakistan will boom, inshallah. So,
inshallah.
So many articles, so many goods will be exempted from trade.
Sorry to cut you in between, Excellency. Can you specify the particular sectors as well in which we are having this all?
It hasn't been announced yet because this agreement should be approved both parliaments.
All right.
So then they will announce the list of the goods.
All right.
But they are going to be around more than 200 goods will be with a low tariff entering Turkish market, and then more than 100 Turkish products will enter to the Pakistani market. So this will accelerate and flourish the trade volume a lot. So then it will happen, our economic relation will increase. It's going to benefit for Turkey and Pakistan, and it will develop our both industries and also the capacity of production.
That's great. Excellency, not in the terms of economic sector, Pakistan and Turkey are tying knots in the defense sector as well, and working in that sector as well. How do you see that in the defense and defense sector, that the Pakistan and Turkish ties between each other?
Our relation in defense is excellent. We don't have any problem, of course. So we are working also in defense sector as well. So now at the moment we are building for Navy ship for Pakistani Navy. So two is they are building in the shipyard in Istanbul, and then two ships is going to be built in Karachi shipyard. And then we have also several bilateral relations in other sector as well, not only in Navy but in other areas as well.
In other areas as well. All right. Any message you would like to give to Pakistani nation in the end, to my program, to my audience who always love you?
Of course, I'm here at home, in my second home, in my second country.
Indeed.
We are happy to be here. So our door, our consulate is always open for our brothers and sisters. And I would like to inform you that in a short time, in a few months' time, we are going to open our Turkish Cultural Center in Karachi.
Oh, that's great.
So, and then we are going to have the opportunities to our brothers and sisters. They can come and then enjoy their time, learn Turkish language, see Turkish film, see Turkish exhibitions, handicrafts over there.
Wow.
And then, of course, we are going
that
to
sounds really tempting.
Yes.
That sounds really tempting.
We are also very excited about that. And then we are also providing some Turkish teachers, academic teaching in various universities as well.
All right, that's great. That's very tempting, and this is something which is very excited news and new for my audience as well.
Yes.
So thank you giving this news from my platform. So this is something which is new for my audience, and they will definitely be enjoy it and avail these all opportunities which you are creating for Pakistan as well, in Karachi especially. So thank you so very much.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so very much.
Our salam to our brothers and sisters. Pakistan Zindabad, चिवा चिवा पाकिस्तान।
चिवा चिवा पाकिस्तान। थैंक यू नाजरीन, इसी के साथ अपनी मेजबान रिदा सैफी को दीजिए इजाजत। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।